When we find ourselves in relationships that force us to compromise or betray our core values, we are faced with a crucial dilemma that deserves careful reflection and reassessment. Personal values function as an internal compass, guiding our decisions, actions, and how we interact with the world around us. They reflect our deepest beliefs and what we consider important and true. When a relationship asks us to abandon or ignore these values, it not only compromises our personal integrity, but can also lead to a profound sense of dissatisfaction and discomfort. A relationship that demands the betrayal of values can manifest in various ways. It may involve being pressured to act contrary to what we believe is right, to tolerate behaviors we find unacceptable, or even to sacrifice important aspects of our identity. These concessions may seem small at first, but over time, they can accumulate significant weight, affecting our self-esteem and sense of self-respect. Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of living in harmony with our values. This means having the courage to make difficult choices, to distance ourselves from situations that divert us from our path, and to seek relationships that respect and reflect our most fundamental principles. Reassessing a relationship based on how it aligns with our values is not an easy task. It may involve internal conflicts, feelings of loyalty, fear of loneliness, or fear of change. However, staying true to one's values is essential for mental and emotional health and is a sign of self-respect and authenticity. Therefore, it is essential to be aware of how our relationships influence and reflect our values. When we realize that we are compromising our core values, we should seriously consider whether this relationship is beneficial for our personal growth and well-being. Choosing paths that align with our values is not only a Stoic principle, but also a vital step toward living a truly authentic and fulfilling life. When the relationship is not reciprocal, reciprocity in any relationship is a key factor for its health and sustainability. An imbalance where one party constantly gives and the other constantly receives creates a scenario of inequality that can be harmful and unsustainable in the long run. Balanced relationships are those in which both parties contribute and receive in a fair and equitable manner. This exchange doesn't always have to be exact or immediate, but there should be a general sense of mutuality. If there is any form of abuse in any of its forms is absolutely unacceptable in any relationship. Stoic wisdom, which emphasizes the importance of self-respect and dignity, clearly guides us to never tolerate abusive or harmful behaviors. Abuse can manifest in various ways: physical, emotional, verbal, psychological, or even financial. Regardless of its form, it has a profoundly negative impact on the mental, physical, and emotional health of the person who experiences it. Abusive relationships are characterized by a pattern of control, intimidation, isolation, and fear. Stoic philosophy teaches us to value and respect ourselves. This implies recognizing our intrinsic worth and not accepting to be treated in a way that compromises our integrity or well-being. Being in an abusive relationship is being in an environment that constantly devalues and dehumanizes us, a scenario completely contrary to what the Stoics would consider a virtuous and dignified life. Recognizing that you are in an abusive relationship is the first step in seeking help and change. It is crucial to understand that abuse is never justifiable, and the responsibility for the abuse lies entirely with the abuser, not the victim. Seeking support, whether from friends, family, or professionals, is essential to get out of this situation. Leaving an abusive relationship can be challenging and requires courage and support. However, it is a vital step toward regaining self-esteem, self-respect, and freedom. The journey of recovering from an abusive relationship is also a journey of reaffirming one's own worth and strength. Therefore, it is essential to be aware of the signs of abuse and take immediate steps to protect yourself. Aligning with Stoic teachings of self-worth and self-respect is crucial on this journey. Living a dignified and respectful life, free from abuse, is a fundamental right for everyone. When communication consistently fails. Effective communication is a vital element in any healthy relationship. When we encounter situations where communication consistently fails, whether it's one-sided or continuously conflict-ridden, we face a serious obstacle to harmony and mutual understanding. Essential elements, according to Stoic philosophy, in a relationship where communication is deficient, misunderstandings, frustrations, and resentments often arise. One-sided communication, where one party dominates the conversation or doesn't allow space for the other to express themselves, creates a harmful imbalance. Similarly, communication marked by constant conflicts and an inability to reach common ground can be exhausting and draining. The Stoics value harmony and balance both internally and in relationships with others. They advocate the idea that we should seek understanding and peaceful dialogue, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and promote an environment of mutual respect. If effective communication is essential to achieve these goals, to improve communication in a relationship, it's crucial to practice active listening, express oneself clearly and respectfully, and be open to dialogue and understanding the other person's point of view. This includes the ability to openly discuss problems, share feelings and needs, and work together to find constructive solutions. When communication consistently fails, and efforts to improve it are unsuccessful, it may be necessary to reassess the relationship. In some cases, seeking the help of a professional, such as a couples therapist or counselor, can be beneficial in overcoming these communication barriers. Therefore, maintaining healthy and effective communication is fundamental to the health and longevity of any relationship. This is a crucial aspect not only for individual well-being, but also for building harmonious and enriching relationships in alignment with Stoic teachings of balance and mutual understanding. If the relationship disrupts your tranquility. Serenity and inner tranquility are fundamental goals in Stoic philosophy, and their preservation is essential for a fulfilling and balanced life. When we find ourselves in relationships that constantly disturb our inner peace, it's a clear sign that these relationships need to be carefully questioned and, if necessary, re-evaluated or even terminated. Relationships that cause continuous internal turbulence, whether through constant conflicts, anxiety, stress, or insecurity, are at odds with the Stoic principle of seeking serenity. Stoic philosophy teaches us to value emotional balance and maintain inner calm even in the face of challenging external circumstances. A relationship that is a constant source of disturbance hinders the cultivation of this serenity. It can lead to a chronic state of emotional discomfort, affecting not only our mental health, but also our ability to enjoy life and engage in meaningful activities. In this context, it's important to assess the impact of the relationship on our well-being. This includes reflecting on how the relationship affects us emotionally, whether there is a pattern of negativity that cannot be resolved, and whether efforts to improve the relationship dynamics have been fruitless. The decision to end a relationship is never easy, especially when deep feelings are involved. However, Stoic philosophy encourages us to make decisions that are in line with our well-being and inner peace. This may mean distancing ourselves from relationships that are detrimental to our tranquility. It's essential to remember that seeking serenity is not an act of selfishness, but an important step for self-preservation and living according to our higher principles. Therefore, when facing relationships that constantly disrupt our tranquility, we should have the courage to make difficult choices, always striving for a state of inner peace and balance. Upon reflecting on the depth and wisdom of Epictetus's words, the first and greatest victory is to conquer oneself. We understand that the end of a relationship is not a failure, but rather a courageous step toward authenticity and personal wisdom. This journey, though challenging, is an opportunity for growth and reaffirmation of our highest values and principles. Remember that every choice we make, especially those that lead us to end situations that harm us, is an act of courage and profound self-respect. Embracing this Stoic journey not only safeguards our well-being, but also opens us up to a more virtuous and fulfilling life. If any part of this message has been helpful to you, leave us your like and comment, helping the algorithm recommend it to someone who needs it at this time. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos. And if you look through the videos we've already uploaded, you're sure to find something to take with you. Have a good day.